Howdy, fellow model railroaders. My name's Kevin Brown, and I want to thank you for checking out my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to do something a little different. I just want to do a demonstration of how I use the car card Waybill system to generate switching operations on my layout, the Brownsville Terminal Railroad. If you remember last video, I showed you how to set it up, at least how I set my system up, and this hopefully you'll have a better idea how this works after a quick demonstration. The only thing I've added to the layout is you'll see in the video, I've added some holsters for holding throttles, so you have more, don't have to carry them in your hand all the time. I got them from Micromark. They're really nice. I can't recommend them enough. But enough of that. Let's get on with the switching. Thank you very much. In order to demonstrate how the car card system works, I'm going to go through the switching operations on the Thomasboro turn, or the local, on the Thomasboro side, and show how the car cards will tell us what to do. Here comes the local, slowly but surely. And you can see it already has 4 cars. I've already done the switching at the other locations, and we'll see where these cars are supposed to go. Here are the cards that come with a local. Right off the bat, you can see that this car is going back to Brownsville. This is the PN boxcar, so it's just going to stay with the local. The other 3 cars, 2 are bound for Thomasboro, the PN Junction, and 1 is bound for the Thomasboro Freight House. Let's take a quick look and see what other cards there are on this side, on the Thomasboro side. Hold up. Here are the cards that are already in Thomasboro. As you can see, all of the boxes are labeled. For this purposes, you can ignore the left 2. The only ones we're interested in is PN Junction, Freight House, E&D Industries, and General National. Looking in General National, it has 3 cards, 2 of which are hold, so they're just going to sit there this round and actually be in the way. The one we're interested in is a Grand Trunk Western boxcar, which is going to the PN Junction here at Thomasboro, so that's just a quick little switch. I'll set that aside. Nothing in E&D Industries. At the Freight House, there's an Eminent St. L covered hopper that's bound back for Brownsville, so we'll be interested in that. And in the PN Junction proper, there's 2 cars, a 50-foot tank car, which is going to come back to Minneapolis, and an IC orange boxcar going to the Freight House. So these are the 4 cars that are going to be interested in over here on Thomasboro, plus what's in the train. If you give me just a second, I'm going to place these cards by the cars so it'll give you some better idea what we got planned. Okay, now all the cards are next to the cards are next to the cars, and we can take a look where everything needs to go. That boxcar is to the Freight House. This is going back to Brownsville. These 2 are going to the PN Junction here on this side. There's a boxcar up here we've got to take also to the PN Junction. And looking over this way, we have the hopper covered hopper has to go back to Brownsville. And the 2 cars here, one to the Freight House on this side, and the other over to Minneapolis and Conglamo. So as you can see, the cards really show where everything goes, and the movements are quite complex. So I'll start working on some of them and show you what I can. I'm going to start by doing a run around on the train and going and grabbing and sorting some cars down at the PN Junction. So as you can see, we've got a run around here big enough for these cars easy. And away we go. You guys haven't tried these for uncouplers. These are just bamboo sticks for kebabs. They work very, very well in N scale. By the way, I'm using this M Insane L Jeep 7, I think it is. It's geared real low, and it works really well as my switch engine. Eventually, I want to have a switch engine painted up for my home road, but this works quite well at the moment. And I can just say the M Insane L is a part owner of the Brownsville terminal. So, yeah, I sleep at night. Oh, crap. That's what I get for not paying attention. Here's the two cards for the cars I just picked up. The SP tank car is not needed right now, so I'm going to set it aside. So now the N2 cars on this cut need to both go to the freight house, which is also where I have to pick a car up, so we'll work that now. First thing first, get rid of the M Insane L covered hopper. Get it out of the way. I'll pick that card. I hear my little doggy upstairs barking at probably nothing. I don't have a sound system, so he's got to be it. Now that those two cars are delivered to the freight house, I'm going to put them in the box labeled freight house and they'll be ready to go next time. That'll help. And I'm going to go over to the other main line, set out the two cars that are coming back, and place the two cars that need to go to the PN interchange. Put it at PN Junction. I'll have to come back and get another one here pretty quick. Of course. You never guess that there's a camera running, would you? These guys go into the junction. And they'll be picked up and changed out with other cars before the next operating session. And now I know all these are the two cars I just dropped off. They'll go in the PN Junction box. I know I've got a little more to do here, but this is already getting kind of long, so I hope this gives a general idea of how car cards are used in operations. I've got my cards for those cars that are going to go back. Still got one more to switch out, but I'll do that off camera. We'll talk to you later. I went ahead and dug out that last box car that needs to go in the PN Junction. It was over General National. Here's its card, and here it is on the layout. So I will put it in the PN Junction box, and that pretty much concludes all the local work over here. Hope you enjoyed what the switching operations and the demonstration of how car cards work, at least on my layout. It's ended up being a very long video. I was going to put some stuff, some footage of our upcoming show, but I'll just do that next video. As always, if you like what you saw, please like and subscribe, and thank you very much for checking out my channel, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.